Hey traders, if you're feeling a lot of fear and uncertainty in this crazy market, you're not alone. Hang with us through today's video. We'll show you how to beat back the bears so they don't get you. Let's go. Big question for today, guys, is how are you going to handle the next bear market? Are we going to get into a bear market? That's always one of the things that we like. You never know until it actually happens. You're going to want to stick around for today watching the analysis of both the S&P, the Russell, and the NASDAQ. I'm saving the NASDAQ for the last index because it may give us some clues about what may transpire next. And we'll be checking out some strategies you can be utilizing to navigate these uncertain times. Over and above everything else, we find ourselves at a line of demarcation or a point on the stock charts and the charts of the indexes that will determine what's going to happen through the rest of the year. So I want to welcome all the traders out there. Again, Anil, thank you so much for joining us. Anil, when is your next session for your group there in Delaware?
Meetup will not be until about December.
Okay, till December.
Yeah, because I'm so much busy doing my other stuff that I need to get done.
Yeah, I know you are working on getting some stuff done that for a special. Well, you're basically pulling together a training modules that we'll be sharing more information about going forward. So I look forward to hearing more about that.
Yeah, sure.
And so over on the YouTube channel, welcome aboard, folks. You can just let us know who's over there. Feel free to jump down in the chat box and remember to give us a thumbs up to let us know you appreciate what we're doing over there on YouTube. And so, okay, well, today we've got a session that could basically change your approach to the markets through the rest of the year. So what is coming up this week? Well, one, the Dow is falling. It is sliding. However, is it approaching a level of support that will stop it and provide us an opportunity for a rebound? Secondly, earnings are really going to hit it next week. We've got, as we see, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon. So it's a huge week for earnings that could just shake everything out. But don't forget, there's also inflation, there's high yields, there's war going on. These are all kind of formulas for either climbing the wall of worry or a huge train wreck. Let's go ahead and jump into the viewing the indexes to see what we think could in fact take place. We'll kick off things with the S&P, and each of our tracking indexes are at a critical juncture that will determine how the markets finish 2023. We actually had one of the S&P, not the S&P, but the Dow is really close to slipping into negative territory. The Russell is in negative territory. So will the NASDAQ or the Qs save the day, or will they basically join their fellow, the other stocks or the other indexes and fall through the floor that they are rapidly approaching? So let's go ahead and take a look here at the spiders. Anil, one of the things on the spiders that I just pick up just right square dab off the start is we are bouncing almost directly off of the 200-day moving average. It also corresponds with this longer-term uptrend. Let me get that out of there. With this longer-term uptrend that we see going on here, it's basically, it is stopped there. However, a couple of things are negative about this chart I want you to be aware of. Follow the momentum. Momentum is falling down. We've approached a level of past support. You can look at this as in two ways. One, it's positive on the daily chart because we have a positive divergence on our individual momentums. On the weekly chart still are looking very, 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 very weak. Momentum has not made an indication that it wants to bounce back up. And this, in reality, was a very puny rally back up into the 50-day moving average, a failure in rejection of this dynamic resistance level, and now we're falling back down. Do we stop where we're at? We will, of course, we're going to see here shortly. But that's what I'm looking at on the S&P. Again, if we do break this level of the S&P, where's it likely to go? Well, we've got another support level right there at 419-ish. However, it could run all the way back down to where it started the rally back in March of 2000 of this year. Now, that would be giving back almost all of the gains for the year, but that is a card that is in the deck that we're currently playing. So just keep that in mind.
Can I say something about SPX?
Yeah, go right ahead.
For the first time since November of last year, I got a sell signal on the weekly chart.
A sell signal on the weekly chart.
And that is not good.
So with your system in the past, when you get those sell system on the weekly chart, have you done the analysis of, how often do you then get a follow through with more selling?
No, I have not, to answer your direct question. But basically, when the weekly chart comes, it's there to stay for a while.
Okay, gotcha. And so as you see here on the Russell has actually broken this level of support right here. However, it's still holding onto that support from that little spinning top we see right there. We are working in a horizontal zone. That's a positive from the way I look at it. And we're getting darn close to hitting off a more significant level of support down there about the 163 level. Again, but we are still in a downtrend. The rally attempt on the Russell that started back here at the 1st of October, where did it take it? It only took it up to the 20-day moving average. Then it bounced back down, came back up and retested at the 20-day moving average, and now is falling from the sky again. How far is it going to fall? Don't know. What are the positives on the chart? Because where is always positive? Well, one, I've got a positive divergence going there, even though I'm making new lows here on the price action. I have a 3-line cluster on my market forecast, which it basically says sometime within 1 and 4 trading periods after we get this signal, we'll get a reversal. That reversal, remember, can be from lower in the price range. Think about that. I'm going, okay, this area down here would be a great area to get a trigger to take a trade up to the upside. How do I want to adjust myself? Adjust everything on this? I would say put an alert right there at about the 165 level, also down at the 163 level. And if price actions do react and fall into those zones, you'll get an alert, then you can go check and say, do I now have a reversal signal? Now, as I said, we're saving the Qs because they may be more reflective of what to expect. And here we go with the Qs. Similarly to the S&P, the Qs are coming down into a level of support that it passed before. Positive divergence is going on. I still like the middle of the magic fib box here. What do I need to line up for a bounce? Well, I would need my momentum to shift, which it's not, but I do have a 2-line cluster on the momentum, indicative that within 1 to 4 trading periods, we should get a bounce back up to the upside. I like the level of 352, and I also like the level on this down to about the 350 level, approximately about there. And as you look to the left, you see that was a breakout area, about the 348 area. That was a breakout that took us on this little rally here. Right now, we are getting a nice little channel to the downside, put a trend line across the top. Once that trend line is broken to the upside, we would then have the structure of the downtrend would be broken, and we may be off and running. Worst case that I'm seeing right now is a pullback all the way down to 335, which is the breakout area from that swing high right there. Anil, That's what I'm looking at. We're below all the moving averages, the exception of the 200, which is down here about the 337 level. That 337 level, which corresponds with that breakout area. What's your thoughts on the market here?
Yeah, on the Qs, on the daily, I got a sell signal today, and the weeklies are barely holding up. The MACD has gone bad, and RSI is about to go, so we'll see.
Maybe we should make a song, Neil, and we could probably sing it on YouTube. We could, when your MACD goes bad, we could make it a country western song. What do you think?
That's right. Good idea.
Okay. So, hey, well, let's make a real quick stop just to take a look at the snapshot before we get over to the stocks to be talking about, because you really don't want to miss the stocks. When the market's doing what it's doing, you got to look for strong stocks, and we've got 4 great ones today. So hang in there. Talking about simplicity, I love what Mark Douglas has to say about simplicity. Well, simplicity also brings me to the Trade Your Way to Freedom to get it in the pre-order opportunity, which opens the door for you to be able to attend the 2-day Trade Your Way to Wealth Masterclass that I'll be holding for people who pre-order the book. The link to pre-order the book, as you can see there, is autopilottraders.com/freedom. So I want to thank all the people who have ordered the book. Awesome. We got a big surge, Anil, thanks to thanks to IBD meetup groups all over the country. And if you got one of the emails from either Anil or any of the other IBD groups, Lee Tanner's group, Lloyd's group up in Alaska, please feel free to share that with other people. I'd really appreciate it. Traders, the market is taking a nosedive. How are you planning to handle the possibility of a new bear market? We need to be talking to ourselves about that. Thank you very much, Christine. Check out the highlights up in the right-hand corner of the screen for a playlist of videos about how to handle the rebound or to find the bear market bottom. So, Anil, I want to say thank you for your valuable insight today. I really had a lot of fun, and I really think we should do that country western song.
Yeah, let's do a MACD and a 3-line cluster.
Oh, wow. Yeah, MACD goes bad and you have a 3-line cluster. That, remember, you've got the power for your trading journey. You get it going in the right direction. So remember, stay tuned to the channel, because we will provide new content regularly. So trade wisely, aloha, and God bless everybody.